The turning point arrived not on a silver platter but in the fiery crucible of Caitlin Clark's rookie season in the WNBA. It was a trial by fire, a relentless gauntlet of physicality and intensity that the young phenom had never encountered before. The WNBA, a league renowned for its seasoned veterans and unforgiving nature, was testing her resolve. For Clark, the daughter of a basketball coach and a natural-born competitor, it was a wake-up call, a stark realization that her collegiate dominance wouldn't translate seamlessly to the professional ranks. She had to dig deeper, push harder, and embrace the grind. And that's precisely what she did. It was during a particularly grueling stretch of the season, a seemingly endless road trip against some of the league's most formidable opponents, that Clark found another gear. The games were physical, the defenses suffocating, and the pressure immense. Yet, amidst the chaos, Clark discovered a reservoir of resilience she never knew she possessed. This was the moment, the turning point, where Caitlin Clark 2.0 was born. The doubts, the fatigue, the relentless pounding, it all fueled a fire within her, an unquenchable thirst to prove herself on this grand stage. The WNBA had awakened a sleeping giant. Caitlin Clark 2.0 wasn't just a mental metamorphosis, it was a physical transformation as well. Recognizing the demands of the professional game, Clark dedicated herself to an off-season regimen that would redefine her on the court. She hit the weight room with a vengeance, adding muscle and power to her already impressive frame. Her core strength increased dramatically, allowing her to withstand the bumps and bruises that were an inevitable part of life in the WNBA. No longer would she be pushed around by bigger, stronger opponents. Agility drills became a religion. Clark understood that speed and quickness would be paramount in a league where every possession was a battle. She honed her footwork, her lateral movement, and her ability to change direction on a dime. Defenders who once thought they had her trapped would soon find themselves grasping at air. The result was a player reborn. Caitlin Clark 2.0 was a force of nature, a whirlwind of skill and athleticism that left opponents bewildered and fans breathless. Her transformation was complete. The basketball world, while captivated by Clark's collegiate brilliance, was not without its skeptics. Even WNBA legends, those who had reached the pinnacle of the sport, expressed reservations about her ability to replicate that success at the professional level. Some questioned her shot selection, her flair for the dramatic, and her penchant for taking risks. Others wondered if her slight frame could withstand the physicality of the WNBA, a league where every game was a war of attrition. There were whispers that Clark's game was too flashy for the pros, that she relied too heavily on highlight reel plays and not enough on fundamentals. Her critics, many of whom had achieved greatness in the very league she was attempting to conquer, predicted a rude awakening. Clark, however, paid little attention to the naysayers. She had faced doubters her entire life, and she had always used their skepticism as fuel. Their lack of belief only strengthened her resolve to prove them wrong. The WNBA, as expected, did not roll out the red carpet for Caitlin Clark. Opposing coaches game-planned for her, deploying their most physical defenders and daring her to shoot over double and even triple teams. There were hard fouls, bumps and bruises, the kind of rough treatment reserved for players who pose a legitimate threat. Clark, however, refused to back down. She absorbed the punishment, got back up and kept coming. It was during this crucible, this trial by fire, that her true character was revealed. Caitlin Clark was not just a supremely talented basketball player, she was a warrior, a competitor who thrived in the face of adversity. The more physical the game became, the more determined she became. The doubters, the hard fouls, the relentless pressure, it all served to make her stronger, to forge within her a resilience that would define her career. Rookie season brilliance, setting records and raising expectations. Despite the doubts and the physical challenges, Caitlin Clark's rookie season was nothing short of spectacular. She took the league by storm, showcasing the same dazzling array of skills that had made her a collegiate icon. Her scoring ability was undeniable. She poured in points from all three levels, hitting seemingly impossible shots with an effortless grace. Her passing, always a thing of beauty, was even more impressive in the WNBA, where she routinely found open teammates with no-look dimes and pinpoint alley-oops. By season's end, Clark had etched her name in the WNBA record books. She shattered the rookie scoring record, surpassing the previous mark by a comfortable margin. Her assists totals were equally impressive, as she led the league in that category as well. The individual accolades soon followed. Caitlin Clark was named WNBA Rookie of the Year in a unanimous vote, becoming the first player in league history to receive every first-place vote. the Mamba Mentality channeling Kobe's unwavering drive. Those who knew Caitlin Clark best often drew comparisons between her and the late, great Kobe Bryant. It wasn't just the scoring prowess or the uncanny ability to make the impossible seem routine, it was the unwavering work ethic, the relentless pursuit of excellence that defined both players. Clark, a lifelong Kobe fan, had studied his game intently, marveling at his dedication to his craft. She adopted his Mamba mentality, a philosophy that emphasized hard work, discipline, and an unquenchable thirst for improvement. Like Kobe, Clark was a gym rat, spending countless hours honing her skills. She was always the first player on the court and the last one to leave. Her teammates marveled at her dedication, her willingness to put in the extra work even when no one was watching. This relentless pursuit of greatness, this Mamba mentality, was evident in everything Caitlin Clark did on the basketball court. It was the driving force behind her remarkable rookie season and the foundation upon which she would build a Hall of Fame career. Fever pitch offseason acquisitions and a team transformed. The Indiana Fever, sensing an opportunity to build a dynasty around their young superstar, were aggressive in the offseason. They made several key acquisitions, adding veteran talent and much-needed depth to a roster that had been thin the previous year. A seasoned point guard was brought in to alleviate some of the ball-handling responsibilities from Clark's shoulders, allowing her to focus on scoring and creating for her teammates. A defensive-minded wing player was signed to slow down the opposing team's best perimeter scorer, taking some of the pressure off Clark on the defensive end. The front office also added a veteran presence in the locker room, a player who had won championships and could provide guidance and leadership to a young team on the rise. The message was clear. The Indiana Fever were all in on Caitlin Clark, and they were building a team capable of competing for championships. The Caitlin Clark effect, a financial windfall for the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA extended far beyond the basketball court. Her arrival ushered in a new era of popularity for the league, attracting a new generation of fans and sponsors eager to be associated with the sport's brightest young star. Attendance at WNBA games soared, particularly in Indiana, where the Fever played to sold-out crowds night after night. Clark's jersey became the league's hottest-selling item, a testament to her widespread appeal. Television ratings for WNBA games reached all-time highs, as fans across the country tuned in to witness Clark's dazzling array of skills. The league secured lucrative new television deals, fueled in no small part by Clark's marketability. Sponsors lined up to partner with the WNBA and its rising star. Clark signed endorsement deals with some of the world's biggest brands, becoming one of the highest-paid female athletes on the planet. A star is born, a league transformed, Caitlin Clark's enduring legacy. Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA signaled a paradigm shift, a changing of the guard. She was the embodiment of a new generation of basketball players, fearless, creative, and unapologetically themselves. Her impact on the league was immediate and profound. She shattered records, captured the hearts of fans worldwide, and elevated the profile of the WNBA to unprecedented heights. But perhaps her most enduring legacy will be the inspiration she provided to countless young girls who dared to dream of following in her footsteps. Caitlin Clark proved that greatness knows no gender, that the sky is the limit for those who possess the talent, the work ethic, and the unwavering belief in themselves. She was a game-changer, a once-in-a-generation talent who transformed the WNBA and inspired a generation. And her journey was just beginning.